But he also did like a pseudo sequel to Swingers, which was called Made, which is
Ooh.
also him and Vince Vaughn. And I'm pretty sure he directed that. I think it was the first movie he ever directed. And it's just like it's crazy to think that he started from there and went to and now he's just like the guy who has saved Star Wars and Marvel Universe.
Yeah.
And it's like it's just crazy. It's just crazy. And he's so money, baby. He's just so money.
I'm like, I was trying to think. I'm like, was it Sean that was obsessed with that movie that always repeated that line? And then you just said, I'm like, yep, it
Yeah.
was. Hello, everyone, and welcome to a very special Week 40. What's the title of this one, Sean?
I can't even remember what we're going to be talking about this week. Oh, wait, I forget. Now I remember.
Okay. Tyler, I'm just going to be leaning on you a little bit more than normal.
This is what happens when we've been like prepping for 45 minutes and I've been drinking. You know,
you really took a leap to get there. You took a jump, if you will, jump gate.
I suppose what we could talk about then is the controversy. Nicolas Cage has said in interview that he.
It looks like it was part of an EPK package. Yeah, that's what it's like a special feature.
EPK.
Yeah, I can't remember what it stands for, but it's like promotional kit, like
electronic press kit.
Electronic press kit. Okay, yeah. There you go. Tyler would know.
So before we get off track too quickly, let's just explain that the controversy is in the movie. Nicolas Cage has to jump off of the floating prison.
And you can watch that right now.
Here. And it's just, if you watch the film in such close detail like we do, you learn rather quickly it is certainly not him jumping off the floating prison.
No. It's not him doing a lot of things, but certainly not jumping off.
Yeah.
Could it be, fellas? Could it be that he's getting confused with the jump, the rather significant jump in National Treasure?
Well, you say significant jump. I say slightly significant fall. But
well, he jumps though,
right? He more like tumbles over a ledge.
I would also posit that that's not him. I would posit that's not him in National Treasure.
Yeah, that's not him in National Treasure either. I think he's on like a battleship. He's on like a warship or something in National Treasure.
Like very strange.
He's literally jumping from one level of the ship to another. Like it's not that far of a jump compared to
they make
jumping.
It look like a big one though.
Yeah, of course they do because it's Hollywood.
They do multiple cuts. They do the same amount of cuts as they do in Face Off, but it's for like a third of the distance.
Yeah,
it is very similar. It's shot very similar.
Nick, we've seen you jump in Face Off. Can you do it again for National?
Nick's like, I think I did do it in Face Off. So yeah, I can.
I'm not going to do it now.
No, but Nick thinks he did do it, and see, that's the problem. I think Nick might have broken himself. Some new evidence has come to light lately that Nick might have lost his mind during the filming of the prison sequence of Face Off, and he literally said that during an interview with Entertainment Tonight recently.
Too, though, isn't it? Where it's like, oh, I'm crazy. It's like, well, if you're crazy, you can't say you're crazy.
I mean, he's just adding to his legend, really. I mean, of course, he didn't really lose his mind filming this sequence, but he did say. I mean, I can quote here what he said to E.T. There was the scene in the.
Did he quote that to the
journalist interview?
The extraterrestrial.
Yeah, it was Steven Spielberg's E.T. The extraterrestrial. He said
quite the crossover.
He said, "Nick Cage, go home." Is what he said. No, he said to Entertainment Tonight. He said that was the scene. That was the scene in the jail cell where God, it's such a trippy movie, where Sean Archer is pretending he's Castor Troy, and it was so. And this is his word, not mine. Cubist. He explained.
Okay.
And I remember I was like, I'm Castor Troy. And it went on and on, almost like a riot. And apparently during the filming of that sequence, he kind of lost his mind because he said, there was a moment in there where I think I actually left my body. I got scared. Am I acting? Or is this real? I can see it if I look at the movie, that one moment. It's in my eyes. So apparently during the filming of the sequence, he feels like he just lost a part of himself. He just gave himself over to the prison riot. Like he really, and I think it's that moment where he's being pulled down and he's saying like, got a light, or what he's saying something like that. Like, I need a light.
Anyone got a light? Yeah. It's funny because it makes it sound like by him losing his body, he says he didn't like lose his mind as like a metaphor. Like he literally like misplaced it because he left his body and couldn't return to his mind. He forgot where he put it.
I don't really know why he's talking about Face Off on December 30th, 2021, but he is still.
Oh, that was recent. I thought you meant this was like from back in the day.
No, this is right. This is recently from like only a few weeks ago, like 2 days ago.
Well, these legends in these stories, they must just become greater and greater for people like Nicolas Cage, because it's like these are the films that he's remembered most for, and so like, you know, he, in order to stay relevant, must have these amazing stories about Face Off, and what we're kind of realizing is that very few of them are true.
To be fair to Nick Cage, that's pretty much true of every celebrity in the world of all time. So where did he even come up with this whole, like, why do people think that he jumped off this prison in Face Off? Like, why do people even think that? I
get the impression that this is just us supposing, and that he actually never claimed that he did jump off. Because we've been looking for concrete evidence, and it's really...
But we have concrete. Well, we do kind of have the evidence. Now, he doesn't actually say during that minute or so that he's talking that he jumped off the prison, but he more or less implies that he jumped off the prison without literally saying the words, I jumped off the prison.
So is it safe to say then that like these kinds of interviews with these claims, Chingate, Jumpgate, that these were all part of his EKG from when the movie came out?
He was building the legend of the movie from when the movie came out? Yeah, sure, I guess you could say that.
Would have been 97, and it wouldn't be very easy for anyone to call him out on something like that, because, well...
Yeah, you're right. You're right. That's why, like, when people lie about the movie they're a part of, you're right in that it's generally during the making of it or right after. They lie about it. Like, if they get separated from that project 10 years later, they'll be more honest about it, and they'll be like, okay, this is what actually happened during, like, the making of this project, because there's less investment there at that point, right? Like, but the closer they are to having made it, the more it is like, you know, that's a cash cow in some.
Well, thank you for watching or listening or both. And if you do have an idea or something, a suggestion for us to watch, please let us know at take2podcastreview@gmail.com.
Hey, that's pretty good.